Hey y'all, this is Monica, the Natural Hair Eclectic, and I just wanted to stop in really quick to share this video with you. So, sometimes when life gives you lemons, you gotta make lemonade. And this batch of soap here that I made kind of reminds me of that. So, I had got it in my mind that I wanted to make a soap that has a food puree in it. So, I was all hyped up to make this carrot soap. I had all my measurements done, my recipe done, was getting ready to make it, had, measured all my ingredients out, melted my oils, mixed my lye, got the lye water into the soap, mixing that up, getting ready to blend it with the stick blender, and trying to plug that up. Um, Miscalculated the distance and spilled my soap batter all over the floor. Now, I was in a little bit of a panic mode because this is still active lye, right? It hasn't made soap yet. So I have a big old mess on the floor that I have to clean. And that was just a mess. But I had just a little bit of the batter left. So I was like, okay, I'm going to try to do something with this. The temperatures were off because I spilled the batter. So it was having a hard time getting to trace. And it was just a mess. Then my sister came downstairs and she was like, hey, do you want to go get something to eat? And I was like, no, I gotta redo my soap batch. And then she came back later and asked me again. And I was like, you know what? I was so frustrated. I was like, okay, let me put this aside and go do that. So I was like, let me hurry up and finish this little bit because I'm a person that don't like to waste nothing. So I was like, this little bit that I have left in this bowl, I'm just going to put into a smaller mold. And like, I just put something together real quick. I was like, okay, I got some lavender. I'll crush this up and put this in there and see what that do. Let me get some paprika to put a little red or pink color in there and just see what happens. Okay, so we end up being out all day. I come back in the evening and make the second batch, but I didn't realize that I didn't have enough lye left for the recipe that I had, so I had to recalculate that. And it was just one thing over another, but I ended up making that batch and doing something different and going on ahead with my day. Anyway, all of this to say, those batches look like they were gonna end up looking like horrible. I didn't know if the first one that spilled was even gonna saponify. Saponify is like what happens when the lye water and the oils come together to actually make the soap, right? But in the end, this is what I got. And I'm proud of it. The ones on the bottom that are the rectangles, that's the batch that fell on the floor that I had to try and save. And they did have some soap ash on the top, but I was able to shave that off and they look pretty decent with some hand soap or something like that. The ones on the top turned out really good. That's carrot soap and it has chlorella and spirulina color in it. But chlorella and spirulina are really good antioxidants. Help all carrot too. It's really good for your skin. And so I just did a little textured top and threw some sprinkles on there. And it turned out really good, except for them two on the right. I don't know what I was doing with that. But the two on the left look really good. So all of this to say that, you know, sometimes when life gives you lemons, you gotta learn how to make lemonade. So if you're having a rough day, something crazy done happened that has threw you off your game, just take a minute to breathe. Don't panic. Just respond to the situation as best as you can. Like I had that lie on the floor and I was about to freak out and I just stopped and breathed and was like, okay, what do I need to do? The first thing I need to do is get this up off the floor, get some apple cider vinegar or something on it to neutralize it, get that up. And okay, I have this little batch left. What can I do to save it? I didn't even know if it was gonna actually turn out well, and it did just fine. And it's real good on the skin, y'all. So anyway, just if anybody listens to this, just remember that whenever life gives you lemons, learn how to make lemonade. It's something that I've had a problem doing in my life is being able to pivot and to make a change, but sometimes you just gotta, sometimes the plan don't go the way that you want it to go, and you gotta learn how to pivot and do something different on a dime. And that's what this soap represents to me. I'll talk to you guys more about soap making and give you recipes later. But anyway, just wanted to share that. But you all take care. Have a wonderful evening. If you have any comments, suggestions, or any similar stories, please leave me a comment below. I'd be happy to converse with you. As always, like this video, share, subscribe, and as always, I leave you with the Natural Hair Eclectic motto, which is to be you, beautifully and naturally. Catch you next time. Bye bye.